is this the week that MULN Automotive finally has its turn in fortune? Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing really well. It's been a little while since I did a video. It's just been hard to find the time to do it, really. But yeah, here we are. Anyway, about to start a new trading week with MULN Automotive. Obviously, last week was a bit of a tale of a continued story of decline with 14% sell-off in the stock price last week. But that leaves the question, what's in store for the company this week? So looking ahead, there's not too much on the calendar in terms of events coming up for MULN Automotive. So there's no real company, catalyst that we can expect to reliably see do anything to the stock. Of course, MULN Automotive is always possibly going to drop some sort of news on the market just to see how things are going. But I kind of get this feeling like this is the last week in July, and it's around August that we're supposed to start to see some further hard evidence around production. Obviously, we've got the big shareholder meeting towards the end of the month. So, I think as we see the end of this week, it might be a time where we might actually see a bit of interesting movement in the stock. So looking more so at the second half of the week, we might get some idea of how the broader market's feeling about the company leading into August, where there's the potential for some news around production, as well as obviously the shareholder meeting coming up. So that's what we've got to look forward to longer term. If you look at the stock's data at the moment, in terms of shorts and stuff like that, it's quite a low short interest. Fintel's reading only about 7% of the float currently held short. There's still a very low days to cover, but that hasn't really done much in the past. So the stock's actually technically not highly shorted at the moment. Now, the fact that the shorts have exited the stock is perhaps a sign that the market is actually starting to improve in broader sentiment, as well as for MULN Automotive. And I think obviously there's a lot of things going in the favor of the company at the moment. They're about to start production on a big scale. We've also got a number of corporate affairs that are favorable for the company, particularly the fact that the company has pledged up to $25 million to bring some stability to the stock price in the form of a buyback. Whether or not any of that gets executed upon remains to be seen, but I think it gives the stock price a little bit of confidence and at least puts in a bit of lower level stability, and at least for now is staving it off from falling back below the 10-cent mark. Before they announced the $25 million buyback a couple of weeks back, I was kind of expecting to see the stock to fall back below the 10-cent mark, and I was looking to reload on my position back then. Obviously, I've kind of held the money off. At this point, I haven't put any more in. I was just been watching the stock, see what it does. I still think there's good things to come for MULN Automotive. We might not hear too much from the company this week, but the trajectory that the company's on, they've got a lot of orders, they've got production about to really take off, and there's a lot of other projects in the pipeline. Plus, we have an economy which debatably is starting to improve. Still, it's a long way back for the economy to get to the favorable market conditions that we were once seeing, but these are all positive things which can only do good news for MULN, at least as a company. I feel like we haven't really seen a stock price performing in line with how the company's been going, but that's another matter. But that means if there is indeed some sort of correction in the stock price, it's going to be probably a momentous one. Anyway, I will again try to do some more updates more regularly on the stock through the week. It's just been really busy for me at the moment lately, and also I felt like last week there wasn't too much to really talk about with the company, and so I didn't really feel too compelled to do a video. Anyway, share your thoughts on what's going on with MULN Automotive in the comments below. Is this going to finally be a week where we see a return into the positive ways? How do you think the stock's going to close out the month? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Plus anything else going on with MULN Automotive at the moment. Love hearing from all you guys. Until next time, everyone, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.